Paw Patrol is a kids show from 2013 about a boy named Ryder who had a team of rescue dogs with different tasks to help a small rural town. I remember watching Paw Patrol as a kid and still used to. Not anymore. I remember trying to rewatch Paw Patrol, but because I didn't want to play for it, I ended up getting the episodes through other means. But one day I came across one I'd never heard of. Paw Patrol, Pups Save the Polar Bear alt ending. An alternate ending? I searched it up, but nothing came about an alternate ending for the episode. But it was the only version of the episode I can get through shady means, so I watched it. Everything seemed normal. The intro played out, but there was no music to it. Just silence. When the title card came on, it said Zuma's fracture. I didn't know what else to do, so I just continued watching. Things were obviously off about the episode. Audio errors, visual glitches, all of that. Sometimes through episodes there would be these screams of static or something. It just frightened me a lot. That was until one scene where Zuma was giving a high five to Rocky. The whole scene played out as normal, where Rocky would have fell down and Zuma would have tried to help him out, but he couldn't find him. He searched again and again, but couldn't find him. Zuma looked concerned. Finally, Rocky resurfaced, but had died due to the extreme cold weather in the water. Zuma looked the most affected, but then it cut to black. It cuts to a funeral for Rocky. Everyone is paying their respect, but Zuma is just frozen in a statue form, crying. It cuts again, but it stays black for a bit longer this time. It cuts again, but the animation quality has worsened. It wasn't necessarily bad, it was just crude. The other pups go on their missions, while Zuma just stays there with a gray hoodie on, constantly looking at the dump. He kept Rocky's hat on. He never spoke, he never just did anything. He was just silent. Everyone knew why he was acting like this. It was because he felt guilty over Rocky's death. And whenever they tried to talk to him, he would lash out. Zuma started going on missions less, both by choice and not being picked. He was practically isolating himself, refusing to eat, go out, or do anything. And the worst part is, he was doing this to himself. He was known as the chill, cool dog, but now he was just depressed. Zuma would have nightmares. It would depict Rocky yelling and scolding him, telling him how much of a failure he is for not saving him that fateful day. The next day, Chase tried to help out with Zuma. The same thing happened once again, where Zuma would lash out, break down crying, and run to his pup house. Zuma would finally come out, only to Ryder. He asked for a walk, just to clear his mind, just to get this aching pain away from him. But the more he began to walk with Ryder, the more he felt guilty. He started to close his eyes and recall those events once again. After 2 minutes of walking, Zuma hears the other pups whispering and laughing. They were talking about him. Suddenly, words like would appear on the screen. Suddenly, it cuts to a white void with Rocky. It seemed to be heaven from its looks. He looked down and said, "It's not your fault. I know you couldn't save me." It cut back to Zuma, who started crying, but then the visuals became saturated, and then he started laughing maniacally. The words kept appearing on screen, And all of a sudden, it cut to black once again. I'll be with you soon. It glitches to Zuma curled up. It looked like he was traumatized. He's laughing every second. He looks like he can't take any more of it. At the same time, the laughter's turning to screaming. It stays there for a second, and then it cuts to a cliff. Zuma sees Rocky, but then Rocky comes over the cliff, but he's floating. Zuma runs over to it, just to see his friend again, until suddenly it slowly cuts back in to show Zuma smiling as he bleeds out on the ground. Zuma was now dead. When Ryder found Zuma, he was already long gone. Everyone held a funeral for him, and the episode ended. The credits rolled, but right as it faded to black, and as I just sat there confused, Zuma showed up, glitching, blood seeping down from his forehead as he just smiled. I immediately chucked my computer out of the window. Ever since that point, I've stayed away from the Paw Patrol. I've avoided downloading anything illegal or pirating anything, even if it would be fun to have it. The world is such a twisted place, with even more twisted people in it. And it just scares me how many people still do this, with or without being caught.